Good morning. So I decided today to talk a little bit about my setup when training a dog. I spend a lot of time talking about it when I start a new class to kind of get everybody on the same page. But sometimes something get lost in translation, especially being the first day in a group class setting. The dogs are busy, very distracted. So I thought, why not make a video and everybody can kind of see the video and kind of just kind of be reminded of what we talked about in group class. So when I work with a dog, I kind of set it up to let them understand now we're working, now we're not. It helps them work on their focus and attention span, and we can kind of expand that and work longer and longer and longer. And it tells them when they're off to go sniff and disconnect. And now we're working, now you're ready to disconnect, and you are allowed to do so, and let them think about and digest what you just learned, 20, 30 seconds, and then invite them back in again. So what I kind of do is to say, are you ready? That's kind of my way of telling the dogs, now we're going to work. And they'll learn that by, recognizing the pattern when we've done it several times. Then I'm going to ask them to work, work, work. Depending on the situation, if it's a puppy, first day in class, they might be very distracted. I might just ask them to do something 2 or 3 times in a row, and then I release with a free. Free is when I then will go down, I'll pet the dog and say, good job, and get them all excited maybe, and just kind of disconnect by looking away. And the better they get, I'll ask them to work more and more and more and more before I release them with a free. So, are you ready? Means now we're gonna work. We work, work, work. Free, go and think about it. You're allowed to disconnect. So that means when I'm working with the dog, it is I pay attention to you, you pay attention to me 100%. So if I'm gonna stop and talk to somebody, I release my dog first, okay? So, and then I'll show you what it's gonna look like to kind of give an idea. When I'm working with the dog, let's say I'm gonna ask for 3 sits in a row. I mark each behavior in the beginning. So every time my dog does something right, I'm gonna mark it with either a clicker or the verbal marker yes, and then they get a treat. There's another video where I showed you how we charge up a clicker, and it's the same with charging up a marker word. The word yes means absolutely nothing to the dog. It's just a sound unless we pair it up with a primary reinforcer. And often in class, that primary reinforcer will be food. We can't have toys being thrown around and everything like that. It's just going to be totally chaotic. So in class, we use food as the primary reinforcer. So when I say, I'm going to teach the dog that yes means something good is coming, I simply pair up the yes with a treat. So I'll say yes, and they get a treat. Yes, they get a treat. Yes, they get a treat. Again, so in the dog's mind, then I'll start making a pairing up with yes means I can assume a treat is coming. So the dog will start working for the yes. And they know that when I say yes, that is the behavior they just performed that will get them the reward. So they know that is the behavior they need to repeat. So what that's going to look like if you put it into a context of, now, are you ready to work? We're going to work. I'm going to ask you to do something 3 or 4 times in a row. I'm going to reward it for it. And free means I'm going to release you. So in class, that's a lot of information to take in at the same time your dog is pulling to go and sniff over there and bark over that dog, all those things. So I'm going to try and show you to kind of give you a better idea. So in case that you haven't kind of charged up your marker word or your clicker yet, let me just quickly show that first. Cedar, are you ready? Cedar's taking a nap. Are you ready? So let's say this is the first time me and my dog are gonna work in a group class setting. He doesn't know a dang thing. He doesn't know what marker word or anything like that is. So I'm just gonna take out 5 treats, maybe 6. I'm gonna say, are you ready? Yes. And he gets a treat. It's very important. Yes comes first and then the treat. He doesn't have to do anything. It's nice that he looks at me, but he really doesn't have to sit or do anything. This is not about wanting a behavior. This is only about pairing up the word yes as a marker word with the treat, the reward. Are you ready? Yes. 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 Make it very easy for the dog. Yes. Yes. Free. Good job. Yeah. And then I'll go down and touch. Good job. Yeah, shake it off. Oh. And I'll say, okay, let's give it 10, 20 seconds. And then I'll invite him back in. Cedar, are you ready? Yes. Yes. Important. Yes comes first and then treat. Yes. The brain has a tendency to want to combine those things. Yes. I have to catch myself in once in a while. Yes. Yes. Free. That was good boy. Yeah, good job. So you do this so the, yeah, I know you have the sun in your eyes. He's stuck getting sneezes. So nice and easy. The dog is now kind of connected with me. It's like, hey, I just have to look at you, stay connected. I get treats. It's easy. It's awesome. Exactly. We want to make it easy for them to succeed. If in a group class setting, your dog can't even pay attention to you here, think about, is your treat high value enough? Is this more or better, I should say, in the eye of the dog? Then it's better to get treats. These are considered a higher value for the dog than the dog over there and the dog over there that the smells on the floor. So you got to bring out the big guns in the beginning, and then we can then fade it into more kibble like treats, and eventually we're actually going to ask them to do more and more before they get a reward. So now I'm going to show you how then we go into just simply asking for 3 sets in a row. We work 3 sets in a row, and then I'm going to release the dog. Cedar, are you ready? So in the beginning, I always just do it with a hand signal. Yes, and he gets a treat. Then I take a step back. Yes. 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 Free. That was good. Good, puppy. So again, as soon as he gets a treat, he gets a feedback, as in, means come with me. I invite him with me. Stay focused. I'm going to invite him in. My hands go up. He sits. Yes, he gets a treat. As soon as he gets it, again, I give him feedback. Is he released, or does he need to stay focused on me? He doesn't know. I need to tell him that. And he'll learn then when he notices the pattern. So do it one more time. Cedar, are you ready? Yes. 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 Free. Good job. That was good. So again, I don't say sit or anything like that. I'm just waiting for him to make a decision. When we make the dogs make the decision, we're gonna have stronger behaviors. When then they're 80 to 90% compliant with our hand signal, we can start adding a verbal cue. But just wait with the verbal cue a little bit. Get the hand signal first and then add the verbal cue. That way you're pairing up the verbal cue, which for the dog, again, it's just a sound, doesn't mean anything. I can teach him to sit by saying yogurt. If that is the verbal cue, I'm gonna pair up with the behavior. So just keep that in mind. And again, really work in the beginning of getting your dog's attention. Keep their attention. That means you have to work to get your dog's attention. So it's a great way to just say, hey, keep staying with me, stay with me, stay with me, free. Now you can go out and sniff and think about it a little bit, and then we'll go back into work. So I hope by showing you this way that it kind of makes sense to you guys. So when you come in a group class again, that you're more prepared about this setup. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.